What's going on this morning, family? Black Phoenix checking in. I've been thinking about another product to present to the market that can help my independent welders or those who want to into welding or practice welding or be able to start up some tutoring things on their own and want to get a affordable welding booth or have their own home welding booth where they can practice from home and do things from home that's affordable, and you can be able to train your kids from home, or you can be able to build things from home. But this booth is just actually for practice and to get sharpened on your skills. But my goal with it is to make it portable where you can be able to move it around, to make it not heavy. So I need to have it lightweight, but not like those tarps and tents that you get the little pop out kind of 5x10s or whatever, and the wind blowing, they just spin up. That's that metal is too thin for that. So I think I'm gonna go with between 16 gauge and 11 gauge are the two thicknesses that I'm going to use. Depends on how I'm going to set it up. I was thinking I'm gonna use 11 gauge cross pieces if the client wanted, the customer wanted, with a table that comes with it where you can be able to lay out a table in it without having a separate table, to utilize what you got. And it'll come with a table you can actually lay down in it. Once you open it up, you can brace it up like that. So I'm gonna come up with a way to do it that way. But I was looking at the market, and the cheapest welding booth that I found was around $1,200, and I think the bare minimum one was like $950 before tax. So I'm going to see how affordable I can make one, lightweight, and I'm gonna have fabric, flammable, non-flammable fabric, and the curtain too with it. Um, Instead of using metal plates for the sides, I want to see, can I make it lightweight and make it look good, be able to kill a couple birds in one stone. I'm gonna see how it's gonna turn out. So, this is something that I actually started thinking on the last few days, and ways to help the education market and to help the person who want to learn from home and who got downtime during the quarantine, and who can be able to actually afford one, because everybody can't spend no $1,000 just on a welding booth so they can teach themselves from home. You know what I'm saying? But want to have a cool professional setup, and then something that you can actually add on to as you go, because the goal is you got to start from somewhere, but as you build, you can get better and better. So I want to come up with something that's affordable, something that can actually help the market. So I've been thinking on some designs and ideas, so I'm working on it this morning. Actually, I'm gonna let you see what I got. I got my pad out, so you see I got some ideas going on here, showing you how I'm laying this out, and that's how it starts. Everything starts with an idea, with you coming up with something that can benefit not only you but someone else. And I want to be able to have something that can benefit my family, something that can be remembered as what we did to help the market, So I feel like there's more than one way to skin a cat, as we like to say from the South, you know what I mean? So I just think that we should always think outside of the box, utilize our skills in ways that can not only benefit us but benefit someone else, and that can get us into our financial wealth, that can help us get over the hump. Because the way I look at it is, when a man builds his fortune off of his grind and off of his skills, then a person can't do nothing but pay homage to that, and respect that, because you're not asking for handouts. You're not holding a sign out saying I need an angel tree investor. I had one of my partners call me and said, man, I talked to this person, man, that told me they need an angel tree investor. And I'm like, but I don't see you investing in nothing yet. So you want somebody else to start up your idea first? See, a lot of times when people try to get signed, this is my personal opinion. People try to get signed in this hip hop industry and singing industry and country and whatever, the music industry. And they get signed off their talent. Oh man, you do good, but they don't know nothing about the business. They don't know nothing about what it's going to take to do these videos, what it's going to take for these coaches. And then they realize, man, all this money they tied into, and then these people forever owning them and their names, and the rights to do anything, and they making pennies on a dollar because they saying you had to spend this much for this video and this much for this, and we had to do this for this, and so we have to learn the business. It's cool to have talent, but that's why, I say it's product over talent, because when you own something and you know what you own, you can be able to have more leverage, and it's cool to have talent and to keep working on your talent. But to have ownership is something on a whole nother level. So all I would say is, during your quarantine time, during your downtime, during your meditation, prayer, thoughts, work on something that you can own. Hold on.